one of the team's drivers.
And Bob, one of the leaders of Andretti Autosports, the GoDaddy.com specialist, Danica Patrick. And Danica has already had a full season of preparation for IndyCar competition in stock cars. And it makes me wonder, Danica, just how difficult it is to transition between the two.
I think it's been fine. You know, I think that the more driving, the better. And, you know, I've kind of been in race mode for a couple of months now. So they're definitely different cars, but they're different enough to be able to separate the two. And so I think it's not too bad.
Let's talk a little bit about what's necessary in terms of race mode here for Brazil, because let's face it, things are entirely different than what we had expected.
Yeah, well, I think there's been a lot of things that have been much better than I expected here. There was obviously the situation with the front straight not being able to get flat, which was pretty sad, but they fixed it, so that's okay. You know, I think at the end of the day, they've done a pretty good job. This is the first event here, first event I've been to anyway, and you know, everything's been pretty smooth.
Thanks, Danica. Bob?
Danica, one of 4 women in today's race. 2 others, Anna Beatrice and Simona Di Silvestro, are making their series debut. Milka Duno is with Dale Coyne Racing this year. Anna is a graduate of the Firestone Indy Light Series, and she's the only Brazilian among the 4 hoping for a good finish before her home country fans.
Welcome to Brazil. Food and wine. Furniture. Jewelry. Technology. Biofuels.
I'm Tony Kanaan. Experience the energy of my Brazil.
What? Giant peanut with sea salt. Dude, you're freaking me out.
Now, try Planters almonds with sea salt and olive oil.
There's only one rule you need to know about. The only thing you can count on at any given moment is you. It's you versus them. You versus no. It's you versus second place. Clock is ticking. Let's see what you got.
One of the greatest drivers of all time, Emerson Fittipaldi, started the trend of Brazilian drivers in U.S. open-wheel racing, but several others, including Helio Castroneves and Tony Kanaan, have followed and made a big impact on the sport. Helio has accomplished many things in his career. We thought it might be fun to see how well Helio could draw the layout of the track that he'll be racing on today. Blindfolded.
Here we go in Sao Paulo. Turn a little first chicane and then a right corner. Then you go a little bit and then left again. And then right. I think I made a little bit straight too much, but it's okay. I don't know. Oh, straight away. And then you brake. Okay, brake really hard, turn right. And then you turn right again. Somehow I feel that the track's still there, but I don't know. So you're going through section 6, 7, 8, and then I think I made a mistake already. Long straightaway until we get like a huge braking point. Ding, ding, ding. And then we go back again, and that's it. I think whoa! As you can see, drivers cannot drive, at least me, with my eyes shut. So hopefully my eyes will be big and ready to run.
Hope he drives better than he draws. Helio warmly greeted moments ago when he was introduced to the Brazilian fans. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sao Paulo Indy 300 from the streets of Sao Paulo, Brazil. The 2010 IndyCar Series begins with 4 drivers making their debut. 7 others have moved to a new team since last year. Among them, Hideki Muto, who was with Andretti Green Racing last year, moving to Newman Haas Lanigan, and Justin Wilson, who got the victory for Dale Coyne last year. He has moved to the Dreyer and Reinbold Racing team. Simona Di Silvestro driving for HVM. Alex Tagliani, we've already talked about him. He had a great qualifying effort for that brand new team. The command to get this event started is just a few moments away. Stay with us for the start of the 2010 IZOD IndyCar Series on Versus. The 2010 IZOD IndyCar Series begins to the samba of South American Sao Paulo, Brazil.
The best of the best open wheel racers in the world.
For 7 drivers, it's the battle of Brazilian turf.
Sao Paulo,
Brazil,
here I come.
But for others, it's a hunger for more hardware.
Dario Franchitti is back, and he is a champion in 2009.
A thirst for a season championship salvation for some.
Get the cameras out for a photo finish. Briscoe got him.
A homecoming for the busiest driver.
Danica Patrick wins at Twin Ring Motegi.
And a quest for a series title from a 3-time 500 champ.
Helio Castro Neves.
You guys don't understand.
The streets of Sao Paulo meet the speeds of sheer nerves.
You've got to be fearless. You've got to be determined. You've got to be driven.
It's the first American open wheel race in the country in a mere decade. The most competitive IndyCar series yet.
it's the season opener.
Today on Versus.
Well, the winter went relatively quick, but I'm ready for some racing. How about you? The Sao Paulo Indy 300 is about to get the command to start engines. We have had sunshine all day yesterday and up until about an hour ago. But now some sprinkles are being felt in sections of the racetrack, all adding to the drama of what could be a very exciting afternoon of racing. It's a very, very competitive racetrack, 2.6 miles in length, 11 turns, but a lot of passing zones that we will be looking quite closely for today. The Brazilian fans are here in huge numbers. And Jan Robbie, hi, welcome.
Well, the reason that they wouldn't go immediately to the command is that race control will have to decide, is there enough rain to mandate rain tires? So they typically will hold to find out if sprinkles turn into rain. If it gets completely wet, they won't want people to take a risk to start on slicks. They make them start on wets.
And to this point, we've heard these drivers, they love this racetrack, but the one thing they've been searching for is grip. How I get grip here? They got to have downforce in the car to give them that grip. Now you throw a little bit of rain at it, it just makes it slicker than get out.
There you see the field assembled 2x2, 24 cars strong, with the pole being held by Dario Franchitti, Alex Tagliani in the outside of row number 1, and there's Takuma Sato, a newcomer to the IZOD IndyCar Series this year.
And you saw a little bit of the sprinkles just beating up on that nice paint job there. And when it's just raining just a little bit like this, that it just kind of glosses stuff over, I think for the driver, that's the toughest scenario you got. Tire designation?
These are the drivers that chose black. Everyone else chose red to review. Red is the alternate, softer of the Firestone Firehawks. The blacks are the harder, not harder, more durable is the better term. And you would do that typically on a hot sunny day, but now you're thinking, hang on a minute, I'm not sure I want to be on primaries. But by this particular shot here, I don't think the tire designation will play. If there is rain, they cancel that. You can run whatever tires you want.
Yeah, and we just talked about how you're always looking for grip on this racetrack. The red tire, the alternate, is just a little softer compound. It's the same construction. It's a little softer compound, hopefully giving you a little bit more grip, therefore translating into a little faster laps than the primary black tires, like you say, are just a little bit hotter.
pace car checks the racetrack before we get the command to start engines. How much of a difference is there between the red and the black?
Here, there's only one step. At some of the street circuits, this is the number of sets that you have to use. And in the race, in the dry, that final line there that you must use a primary and alternate, as soon as it